If your Spanish sounds off, this is probably why. And it's not your grammar, it's one small pronunciation mistake almost every English speaker makes. But here's the thing, I'm not going to give you random pronunciation tips. What you actually need is to understand how Spanish sounds really work and how to retrain your mouth in a natural way. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly why your V sounds wrong and how to fix it fast. And if you apply this, your Spanish will instantly sound more natural. I know this because I've seen students fix this in minutes, and it completely changed how they sound. I want you to understand where the problem is by saying this sentence out loud. Vengo de Venezuela y vamos a viajar por Venecia el año que viene. Now, be honest. Did you pronounce the V like in English? Because if you did, that's one of the biggest reasons you don't sound natural in Spanish. Now, most English speakers think they're doing it right. Venezuela, vamos, Venecia. It feels correct because that's how your brain is wired. But here's the problem. That sound doesn't really exist in Spanish. In Spanish, the letters V and V don't work the way you think. They're not two completely different sounds like in English. They're basically the same sound. And more importantly, they're softer, more relaxed, less effort. This is where most learners struggle because you're trying to speak Spanish but using English mouth habits and your mouth is doing too much work. Spanish doesn't want that. Spanish wants efficiency, flow, minimum effort. Think of it like, imagine that you are at the dentist and your lips are slightly numb, like, You're not going to make a strong V sound like that, right? Listen the difference. I'm going to use words that have the same meaning in English and Spanish, and they're written almost the same, so you can feel the difference in pronunciation. So pay attention. Victory, victoria. Vocabulary, vocabulario. Violent, violento. Vulnerable, vulnerable. Do you hear how everything flows more? It's like there is less tension, more connection between sounds. Now, I want to train this with you step by step. I want you to feel the difference. So let's do it. Step 1. Forget about your upper teeth touching your lower lip. Lower lip, upper teeth. No, this movement, v, v, v. We don't want that in Spanish. So when you say victory, you do that. V, v. Forget about that movement. Step 2. Bring your lips together gently. Very soft contact, like this. Step 3. Now that you have this movement, try to separate a bit your lips and let the earth go through it. So you need to feel the earth in your lips. See, there is no contact. Step 4. Now we're going to train this movement with a sound, okay? So we're going to put the A sound in between the V. So it's going to be more like ava, ava, ava. This way, you start noticing the movement and training the movements with your lips, and you have a sound as reference. So let's do it again. Ava, ava, ava. Step 5. Now we're going to try to apply this movement in a real word. Let's say, vamos, vamos, Venezuela, Venezuela, viene, viene, final step. Now let's put it all together in the same sentence that we practiced before, okay? Vengo de Venezuela y vamos a viajar por Venecia el año que viene. See? Super soft. When you try this, aim for relaxed movements, for flow. Don't try to be perfect. This is not just pronunciation. This is neurolinguistics. When you reduce effort in your mouth, your brain processes faster. Your speech becomes smoother because you hesitate less. That's why natives sound natural, not because they think faster, but because they're not blocking themselves with tension. So next time you say Venezuela, relax your lips, drop the English V, and let the sound flow. Because speaking Spanish is not about forcing sounds, it's about allowing them. But now I'm curious. In your Spanish environment, do you hear this soft B sound or do people pronounce it stronger? Tell me in the comments, I read all of them. Ciao!